Alright, so really quickly before I begin with the beta Lake Territory morphing tutorial, I just wanted to let you guys know that there are some audio bugs in this video. For some reason, the microphone was picking up literally everything. I'm not sure why. But it was picking up like me breathing and other noises in the background. It was just being really sensitive, and to avoid the video being any longer or any more delayed than it is already, I decided just to go with it and to, take it as is. I do apologize for that. I'm gonna try and do this YouTube thing a bit more professionally next time, but I hope you do enjoy the video, as it is something that I've been working on for a while now, and it took me a while to edit. And if you guys do like it, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you want to see more videos for the Lake Territory, or if you even want to see me try and do a playthrough of the game that I'm currently messing around on right now, which is Cattails Wildwood Story. That is just released. It's actually a really fun game. Anyway, so feel free to let me know in the comments below if anything can be worked on or improved, and I do apologize for the recording issues as is. Anyway, hope you all enjoy the video, and thank you for listening. Greetings, kitty pets, warriors, and loners alike, and welcome back to the Beta Lake Territory. My name is Cinda, or Ember Strike, and today I will be showing you how to create your own morph from this game. Normally I see many players ask the chat how to either change a collar, their morph, how to change their sizes, add certain accessories, or even a Blood Clan collar. Hopefully with this video, I can help players new and old alike figure out how to create a unique morph that you can be proud of. Seeing as this game came out in 2015, the morphing system can be a little bit tricky to get used to. I can understand that. First time I played this game, I used the same morph for months and months before creating a new one. Today, I'll show you how to make a different kinds of morphs, as well as show you what every icon on this morph maker does and how to use it. First, I'll start off with an easy morph, then a more advanced morph, and an advanced morph. So this game is kind of prone to crashing. So remember to save often, even if you have good Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is garbage, so I normally save pretty often, just to prevent from losing my progress. I'm stumbling over my words already. Yes, McDonald's Wi-Fi is basically what I got. So to start, I'm going to start off with the top right icon, which is going to hold all of your saves. So it'll hold all your saves. This one was actually my first morph I made, but this was made on a different account, and I just remade it here. Don't mind the other cats in the background running around. Moon, they are helping me record this video, and they are amazing at that. And Tall just joined the server while I was recording, so hello, Tall. Say hello, Tall. Say hi to YouTube so that I can put it on YouTube for you. And since I'm in the editor, I cannot see names for Yes, you're gonna be famous, very famous. Maybe I'll have you in roleplays that I have on the server later on in the YouTube channel's lifespan. Everybody's got the zoomies right now. Okay, anyway, going back on topic here. Moving on from the saving and loading area, you can save up to 8 morphs. My main account has all 8 saved. My backup account only has 3 saved, as you can see. Yes, I know you always have the zoomies, Boone. That's why I like you. Anyway, so moving on. This top part right here will show you the different sizes of the cats. The default is going to be a warrior size, but you can also be apprentice, and kit size. And just a heads up with the kit size is bugged. Now, sometimes it's bugged, as you can see with the legs there. It's because it's an older game. So the kit size, apart from the legs having a mental breakdown, much like me every single day of my life, it has a bug to where if you sit sometimes, yes, I know that is a huge mood. If you sit sometimes, you will get stuck in sitting, and I cannot recreate it when I want to. Anyway, getting back on topic. The kit size will bug sometimes if you sit. And if you sit for long enough or something, I'm not sure what really causes this to trigger, but if you sit for long enough, you might get stuck in sitting and you can't get up. Best thing to do is either size up your morph or go into the menu and the settings and click animation debug. That resets your character completely. So from there, you will either be back to moving around. So moving on from the sizes. I'm going back to the default, reloading the morph. If you click the paw, you will have a detailed version of your character's bio pop up. So let's start with up here. At the top, you can enter in your name. And then from down there, you'll see 3 buttons. The first button is going to be for your cat's gender, which you can have other, she, cat, Tom, or blank. This morph is a Tom. And then you can select a clan. So selecting a clan, we have different versions. We have the Dark Forest, Kitty Pet, Loner, River Clan, Shadow Clan, Star Clan, and Thunder Clan. Don't mind the cats as they walk past the screen. So normally, Ember Strike is in Shadow Clan. And then for your rank, you can have a Kit, Apprentice, Warrior, or Queen, or Elder. So these ones I'm going to mention first. I know Deputy and Leader are halfway through, or in between Queen and Elder. I want to mention those beforehand because you can have as many Leader... Okay, I'm going to have to edit that one out too. You can have as many Elders, Queens, Warriors, Apprentices, or Kits in a clan. Mind you, I'd rather have more Warriors than Apprentices and Kits, but it doesn't normally happen that way. So what you can do is you can have as many Warriors, Apprentices, Kits, or Elders, but you can only have 1 Leader, 2 Medicine Cats, or maybe 3, depending on how many you want. Well, not really how many you want, but depending on the roleplay. A train's going by my house. I love living next to the train tracks. Depending on the type of roleplay, you can have either 2 or 3 medicine cats. It really depends on the person who is the first main medicine cat. Just please ask the medicine cat before you take the apprentice or the second medicine cat role. Please. Same goes for leader. You can only have 1 leader per clan and 1 deputy per clan. So ask for the higher roles, such as medicine cat, leader, or deputy, and always make sure you check the leaderboard. You can press tab if you're on PC, and if you're on mobile, click these 3 buttons, these 3 dots at the top of the screen. It'll open up the leaderboard, and you can see where everybody is. So moving on from there, you can type in the cat's age. So, fun fact about the Warrior series. The cat's age is not by 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, like, us normally. When you type in the age, it says age in moons. A moon is 1 month. So 6 moons is an apprentice. That's half a year old. 12 moons is 1 year old, because it's 12 months. So a cat at 60 moons would only be about 5 years old, which isn't super old. Is on the verge of becoming an elder, but it is not an elder yet. So 60 moons isn't that old. It's more of a senior warrior. It's like 5 years old. Mentor and apprentice. So with mentor and apprentice, what I like to do is if my cat had a mentor, I will type in my mentor's name, and then in parentheses, I will write mentor. And below that, I'll type in the apprentice and write an apprentice. So with that, remove my camera on the screen real quick. With that, what I like to do is I'll type in Tiger Pound. There you go. I'll type in the mentor name for my character and the apprentice name below it. So it'll look like the mentor's name was Tiger Pounce and my apprentice's name was Moonpaw. When they become a warrior, it's Moonfang. Hi, how you doing, Moonfang? I see you spinning over there. Ignore the fact that they're in a different clan completely. Normally, I mentor them as Ember Strike or another cat. Anyway, so going from there, the next one next to mentor and apprentice is mate. You can type in your character's mate and any kin that your character may have, such as kits, brothers and sisters, parents, stuff like that. What I like to do is say if my character had parents, I'll type in dad and then a character name and then a mom and character name again. Or if they had kits, considering this morph is actually a gay cat, I go ahead and write adopted kits, and I'll type in the names of the cats in the kin area. With that, we come to the description. So, the fun fact about the Lake Territory bio screen is that the Lake Territory, you can have up to 200 characters in your description. I normally have all of my bios saved onto a document on my computer, and I just copy-paste it. So let me just copy-paste it real quick here, considering I have this loaded up. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave the editor real quick to take a look at Moon's bio. Here is a good example to how you can see another person's bio. You walk up to the character, and I'm not reading your bio at all. You click on them. So normally, I guess I crouched. It's not letting me see it. Sometimes it doesn't pop up. There we go. So, I got it. I got it, Moon. Thank you very much. So this is Moonfang's bio. All you gotta do is click on the character. Sometimes it's a bit finicky. You just gotta continue clicking until you get it. But you can see other people's bios by clicking on them. They'll have their username, their roleplay name, which is Moonfang. It's not popping up because I don't think they wrote it down in their little character thing. The gender, which is other for their character. And then the clan, age, training, and then mates. You're all good, don't worry about it. The mother, which also, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen your mother's name on your character before, because I click on your bio a couple times, but haven't really read it through completely, and I like the name. Duskfoot is a beautiful name, and I'm keeping that in the video. Gotcha, new addition. It's still a beautiful name, and I still love it. And then the bio, which you can read right down here. Again, it only holds up to 200 characters, so you gotta be careful. You can ask other players to read your bio and see if there are any missing bits, because you cannot read your own bio, unfortunately. Which I wish you could. It'd be nice to be able to read your own bio. Moving on from that, going back into the editor now. Thank you very much, Moon. I appreciate you on that. Going down from here, you'll see this button at the very top of this list of lovely buttons. Let me go load up a different cat. Or reset. I'm going to reset my character real quick. I will be right back. Alright. So, moving on from the wonderful character information screen, you will see these lovely icons that are on the left side of the screen. So, all these icons are different. This top one right here that says being fixed, I gotta stop saying The top one here that says being fixed, I asked Zyforks, which is the creator of the game, and they told me that it was originally used for presets. So preset morphs, like say a tuxedo or a tabby, basically just a generic kind of cats that you would find out they are in the world. Below that, you will find the fur. And you can put fur on your cat however you wish. That is very bright. So, fur will go on the cat once you click it, and then this new icon will pop up. Once you click on either upwards or downwards, another icon will pop up, and it'll show you where you can have fur. And normally it gives you fur all over on the cat's body, or the cat's fur. No, cat's body. The morph will just be covered in fur, basically. And you can click on different things. So once you click the X, the little tuft of fur on the left ear, or in this case, since the camera's pointing towards the cat's face, it'll be the right. So easiest way to try and understand that is if your camera's pointing to the character's back, left will be for left, right will be for right. But if the character's face is looking at the camera, then left will be right, right will be left. It's kind of confusing, which is a fun time. But if you click on the X's, they'll get rid of the fur, but if you click on the white part of the icon, it'll add the fur back in. So that's how you can add fur to the character. Let's undo that. Return it to its sleek beauty look. Body modifications. So we already covered how to become apprentice or kit, apprentice, and warrior size. This will let you become a smaller version of that. So if you click on the small, you'll become a smaller morph of yourself, smaller version of yourself. The Moon uses the small for their character because their character is a smaller cat. And then you could also be a large character. You can't see it past the body modification menu, but it is a larger version by comparison. Ignore the fact that Moon is sparkling now. They found Ember Strike while I was working on the morphs. So Ember Strike gave him some sparkles. Just a normal day with me and the lake. Alright. Moving on from there, you'll come to the tail types. So with this menu, you can choose different kinds of tails. We got bobtails, which is a bobtail cat, or a cat with a bobtail. Fluffy tails. So fun fact about the fluffy tail, and I'll go more into detail when I start doing colors. You can only color a tail when it's in its regular form, and then you have to make it fluffy, because it won't become a fluffy tail with color for some reason. It's a weird bug. You could also get a fluffy bob, a fluffy half tail, a regular half tail, the default tail, which is the regular tail. Can't see it past the menu. I wish the menu was a little smaller, but well, what are you gonna do? And then no tail at all. I don't think I've ever seen a cat or anybody do a morph with no tail at all. Normally the default everybody uses. And then, I wish... You can also choose different kinds of ears. So, let me do this. You do a right nicked ear. A right torn ear. You can also put the different kinds of ears on the different side. Right curled ear. And then back to a regular ear. I think that reverts it back to the normal ear. And then reverting to the normal ear, all you gotta do is just click on the X, which will go from, see if I can get it to see it through the, you don't kind of see it, which will just turn the ear back to normal. And then you can do that on any of the other side. So the left side will have the left nick ear, left torn ear, left curl ear. There's not as many ear types, unless the kind of was a weird wish. There's not as many ear types as, say, in Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition, but then again, this came out in 2015, so it's a little older. And then we got markings. So for markings, you can have stripes. And then this menu will pop up, which will let you delete stripes off of certain parts of the body. So say you don't want head stripes. Click the X, head stripes are gone. And then just like with the fur, you click the white part and it'll come back on. Front leg, it will disappear the stripes on the leg. And then all you gotta do is click it again to have it on again. You also have a cover, which is just a black, or you can actually change the color of this, but default is black. It's just a little cover on your back as a marking. Yeah, sometimes less is more with body markings. Yeah, so some morphs are better with little to no markings. I like using markings though. I don't know why. I just like mix and matching the dapple with the stripes, which is my favorite thing to do. So you can do dapple and stripes. I don't know why mixing and matching dapple and stripes is one of my favorite things to do. It just is. So the dapple is just a bunch of... Yeah, I know you know. The dapple is just a bunch of little spots that are on your character. And then a back stripe, which is just a little stripe that goes all the way down your back. Those are the basics of the markings. And then the accessories, I'm going to skip over the coloring for now because I'm going to use the coloring for when I show you how to make a morph. So the accessories come in all different kinds. We have Star Clan accessories, which lets you be a little bit see-through. And it'll also have stars coming off your pelt once you walk. So you'll see little stars that are coming out from behind my character. Click the X to get rid of it again, and then Dark Forest. It's the same one as the Star Clan one, but it's not... yeah, there you go. That's a better example. It's basically the same as the Star Clan one, only difference is that the eyes are black, and there's no stars. Ignore the fact that there's sparkles coming off a moon. There's no stars with the Dark Forest morph. Collars are also in this menu. Leaves, feathers, flower, which isn't colored right from the get-go. You have to color that yourself. Oh, wait, no, it is. It's like a... There we go. We also have butterfly wings, which I don't know where they go. I normally don't put accessories on my morphs unless it's a kitty pet. There it is. Holly. Other flowers, you know, just basic stuff. There's a lot of different variety of accessories in here. I'm gonna get rid of these accessories. Yes, the wrist duck's feathers are the best accessory. I just feel like I can't use them because Duck has not given me a feather yet. But that down there is the duck feather accessory, which is on your wrist. It's cute, and I like it. So that's the Star Clan morph. As you can see, eyes are green, and there are stars coming off of the pelt as she walks. I'm sorry, I did not mean to misgender you. As they walk. That was an accident. I am so sorry. The stars will come off the pelt with Star Clan as they walk. And then this is the Dark Forest morph. Dark Forest morph has just darker eyes and no stars at all coming off of the pelt. Thank you. Again, I'm very sorry about that. I did not mean that. And then once, for some reason, once you're done with the Dark Forest morph, not the Star Clan morph, once you're done with the Dark Forest morph, it wipes the eye color for some reason. So the best thing to do is just reload the morph or recolor the eyes. Alright, going from there, I'm going to show you how to color and create a new morph. I'm actually going to ask this in the chat of the game. So what color should we use? Brown? Any comment from Tall? I'll give him like 5 more seconds. Alright, brown it is. Alright. So, what I like to do when I'm coloring a morph, I'll start off by coloring the entire morph. So I will click a color from the color picker over here, and then I'll click on color entire morph, and it'll turn that character all brown. Nose, ears, everything. So we're gonna do a brown tabby. So what you do is color the entire morph, add stripes, and what I like to do is go into coloring. If you want to stop here and keep it looking like this, you can finish it here, but if you want to go a little more advanced and add a little different details, you click on this advanced bar right here, and it'll load up little options. So let's say we want a grayish underline for the chest. Click onto advance. What I like to do is I'll go to the body, and we'll just do a basic tabby. We're still going to do a basic tabby right now. So if you want to say add a chest color, you just click on the color, and then click on that, and it'll color the belly that color. And then, going through the menu, I clicked on the wrong color, wrong thing. Didn't want that, wanted neck unders. It's a bit finicky still, because, again, this game is a little older than Ultimate. So, click on neck unders, it'll make the color be that, and then the chest. You got yourself a basic tabby with white under. So you can have a basic tabby kind of like fur leaf over here. Fern leaf? Jeez, I said the wrong name. Fur leaf over here. And what Moon likes to do is add different types of browns. You can catch it right over here on the palette itself. Fire leaf. Yes, this is now fire leaf. Now fur leaf. You can change the different shades of browns on the pelt. So say if I wanted a different type of brown for the head. I'll go and click a different color brown, and we'll do the muzzle. So click a different type of brown, and then go muzzle left cheek, muzzle right cheek, and then muzzle chin. And then you can also add it on the bridge of the nose. So it'll look kind of like that. Actually, I kind of like that so far. I might save this morph, just a heads up. So, going from there, you can also find colors for the nose. So, once you change the color of the morph completely, it's going to change the color of the skin as well on your morph to the brown. But you can change the color of the morph through the nose. You could also change it to whatever you want by using the color menu and then clicking on the white part of the button itself. I kind of like that. I'm going to keep it like that. And then for the ears, you do the same thing. There's some preset skin colors here for the cats. But you can also use the many colors for that. But it doesn't color the inside of the ear unless you click inside of the ear. So if you want to have that skin color that you chose for the nose as the inside of the ear, you got to click on the inside ear button right here where my mouse is sitting on. Then for the ear back, let's say we want the ear to match the color of the stripes. So we'll click black and then go ear back. If it loads. There we go. So it'll click on that. and then click the ear back. That's how you color the ears. He's kind of looking pretty good so far. I like him. Yeah, changing the inner ear to a darker or lighter color version can also look, of the surrounding fur can also look pretty good. So there we go. Nice. So you can have like the color of the ear fur on the outside, the inside of the ear is that color, and then the back. It's all different colors. You just have to play with the ear area for it. So let's do a different shade of brown for... We'll do the legs. I like coloring the legs different colors for some reason. So this is the leg menu for the front legs anyway. Again, from the character's back, it's right will be right, left will be right. Character's head, it's going to be right will be left, left will be right. Getting everything mixed up again. So let's say we want to color the right paw a darker brown. So you'll click on a different color of brown, and then toe 1 will go to one toe there. 2 toes. 3, 4, the paw itself, and then the toe hook. So it'll look kind of like that. And then for the other paw, you can do a different color. Say left paw over here, we'll do it a white color, so you can do toe 4. What I like to do is I normally go down the line of toes first, the paw itself, and then the hook, if I want to do that. And then if I want to add a little more white, I'll do the wrist. Give it like a full glove look. And then you can also color the toe beans. So again, once you color the entire morph a certain color, then everything on the morph from the fur to the nose to the paw pads or the toe beans are going to be a different color. So you can click on these and change the color of the toe beans. And like with the nose, you can click on the palette colors and choose whatever color you want for the toe beans. I like saying toe beans, it's kind of cute. Right. So the stripes are actually a separate part of the morph, and thank you again, Moon, for reminding me about that. So to make it look a little more convincing, you can add fur to make the stripes not look so hovering out of your character. I think that's a good word for it. That way it doesn't look like it's hovering off the character itself. Oh, let me save, because, again, I stress the importance of saving, and I haven't even saved this morph yet. There we go. Continuing the color. So, we'll go to the back legs now, since that's the next one up on the thing. So with the back legs, you can... Let's do a black leg, because I like doing that for some reason on one of my morphs. I did that. I think it's because my cat has a white paw that goes up to her ankle. Not ankle, it goes up to her knee, and I kind of found that cute. So it's like a little hint towards my cat. Stupid little hint towards my cat, but a hint nonetheless. And I like it. Anyway, so we're going to color, say, the right paw black. So this one over here. No, it'll be this one, because my camera was facing towards my face. So we'll do this. Color. So that'll be the black paw. And then you can go up to right ankle. and it'll add more brown black to the morph. And then the right heel will add a little more up to there. You can also do right knee. It goes up to the knee, and then the thigh will just completely cover the thigh. So going to the other side of the leg, you can add another brown shade. Let's do that. It's basically like the front paw again, but, you know, just the back side. And again, depending on where your camera is, right will mean left, left will mean right, you know, vice versa. Okay, going to the tail. So when you're coloring the tail, you cannot color a fluffy tail. So let me gather a fluffy tail real quick just to show you. It won't let you color a fluffy tail. So let's do black so I can show you real quick. We'll do undertail 12, which is supposed to color the tip of the tail. And then tail 12, tail 11, undertail 11. So as you can see, it did nothing. Best way to color the tail is go to body modifications, click the regular tail, and then go back to markings, and then you can see it colored the tail, or the tip of the tail. So what I like to do is I normally add a back stripe to my characters if they're a tabby. I'm not going to do that with this morph. I'm just going to make it a basic tabby tail. So let's do 2. Oh, here's the wrong one. We'll do undertail 6, 7. And then up here, 6 and 7. So right up here, the tail start is this section of tail right here. I'll color it in white. So this tail section right here is not adjacent to over here. As you can see, I got a little confused. There is no tail start under. It's just under tail 1. Under the tail 2, and then under tail 3, so on and so forth. And then up here, it's tail start, tail 1, tail 2. This doesn't exist at the undertail section. It just doesn't. Yeah. Dawn Patch is a great example for how tails look different for fluffy and regular. As you can tell, the tail looks completely different between a slick tail and a fluffy tail. And once this tail fluffs up, it's not going to look the same either. So what I like to do is I'll go back over here to undertail. We'll do 10 and 10 is going to be white. And then go back to this. And if you want a fluffy tail with color, just click fluffy. Go back to coloring, and there you go. You have a tail that is fluffy. And that is how you make a basic morph. I'm going to save this cat. First, I almost forgot to show the eye colors. Whoops. Okay, so say if you want to change the eye colors for your cat, click on to Advance, which I was already in Advance, so once you get to Coloring, you'll see the section Simple and Advanced. Make sure you're in Advanced because it doesn't show up on Simple. Click Advance, go to Eye Colors, and then you'll be brought to this menu. What eye colors should we have for the character's eyes? Okay, so the eye color menu, open up this, and it'll bring you to this section where you can play with these sliders and change your character's eye color. We're going to do a green eye color for this character, so we're going to scroll down to the green. And do it like that. And if you want heterochromia, I don't know if I pronounced that right. If I didn't, feel free to say it in the comments. It'll let you change the eye color of one eye while keeping the other one a certain color. You can unselect that if you want to go back to having the same eye color on both. And then if you say want to have a blind cat, you click these little bars right below the heterochromia, and it'll turn the pupils to white to show blindness, and then they have albinism, which just turns everything to a blue and red. I'm not sure if you can change the eyes. I don't think you can change the eyes when you're in that form. There you go. Alright. So, there you go. You have a basic morph done. What should we name this lovely cat? I'm going to save it as no name for now and then come up with a name later. I'm thinking tiger something. Honeysuckle. Ooh, I kind of like that. So to save the cat's name as well as the morph, you just type in the name into the character information bar, and then you click save, and it'll pop up as that eventually. See, pops up like that. Okay, so going from there, let's make a more advanced morph. Trying to close menus, and it's not working. Okay, there we go. Oh, you could also, one more thing, because I forgot. If you want to add fur, you can. It just looks better with fur on, in my opinion. I like fluffy characters. That's why I always have fur on my characters. There we go. Moving on, we are going to make a little bit of a more advanced morph. My favorite kinds of morphs to use multiple markings. Oh yeah, some names do tag. So I'll actually show that to you on my normal account. 1 second while I get it to work again, because I was AFK on that screen. So for some reason it started to tag the name Rosefern, also Moonfang. I don't know why it's tagging those names. It saved normally for me a while back. But once I type in the name, it'll tag it. Yeah, it tags a lot of names like Birch and Ash, and for some reason Rosefern and Moonfang. That's their ship name. I'm just gonna call them Rosefang for their ship name now. Rosefern and Moonfang. So yeah, it likes to tag certain names. So in order to avoid that, I'm grabbing the wrong mouse here. In order to avoid that, just either type in your name. Like this, with like a comma or a dash or something in between the first two words. You can also, I'm not sure if this is going to tag it, do a capital F or a capital word in between the two. It did not tag it, that's surprising. Moonfern, yeah, Moonfern sounds better. So yeah, there you go. It'll save it like that. Moving on to making a little more advanced morph like my friend Rosefern over here, aka myself, because I'm friends with myself. That's not sad at all, is it? Okay, so the second cat, what color? Oh, good point. Gray is my favorite. I don't know why, considering my favorite cat when I was a kid was an orange tabby. Probably because my current cat is gray. Alright, so we're going to go and create another cat. Let's go back to base parts. Simple. This time we're going to do a gray morph. These are my favorite ones to make. I think I just like making monotone cats that are... Oh, I gotta turn off the fur. I like making monochrome cats. I don't know why. It's one of my favorites. Morph. And I'm going to add just a tiny bit more detail to this one. So again, color the entire morph one color if you want to. If you don't, you can always just randomly color it, you know, how you want. Ooh, I like that one. That work in progress morph looks great. Okay, so we add a dapple. Is what I like to do. I normally like adding dapples and stuff like that because it's just fun messing around with this thing. So what I like to do is I'll add the stripes, the dapple, and then I'll go back to coloring. Understandable. I like messing around too. I just mess around with the morphs sometimes, and that's how I come up with some of my fun ones. Dapple. So, right here you can, back in the advanced menu, click on the markings if you want to color your markings a certain color. So this will color the cover. Taco? Why did I almost say taco? I don't know. This will cover the cup. That's a tongue twister. This will color the cover, if you have a cover. This will color the dapples. Right down here. This will color the stripes. This colors the fur, if you have fur on. I have fur off currently. And this will color the back stripe. So we're going to go and color the stripes first. We're going to color random ones white. So this will lead up to, this one will click on the head, it'll just do the head stripes. I want the head stripes to be black though. Yeah, the menu is kind of intimidating at first glance, but it's actually not too hard once you get everything figured out. It's still very intimidating though. Let's do hips. We'll do a white color on the hips, front shoulder, chest, back right knee, back left foot, and then thigh. So you can add different types of color to your morphs, stripes, and stuff like that through this menu. You know, mix and match different colors to different stripes. Once you get the hang of it, it's not too hard. It's still kind of difficult though. Upper and lower neck. Do it like that. And then for the dapple is kind of difficult to get a hang of because the dapple is a little less, it's a little less intuitive than the stripes. Ooh, nice. I did not know that. So we'll do white just so you can see where some of the dapples are. So dapple 1 is going to be on the back. Dapple 2, it's always on like the back torso area. So this is all the torso. I like to just play with the dapple sometimes, just color random colors in. And, you know, I color it in randomly because you can't turn certain dapples off for some reason. Because it doesn't pop up with the stripes. Like the stripes does. Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. The stripes will pop up with a menu to get rid of certain stripes, but the dapple does not pop up with a menu to get rid of certain dapples. So the only way to get rid of certain dapples if you don't like it is to color them out with the same color your fur is. So say if I don't want a dapple on, we'll do my lower neck. I have the same color as the gray for the pelt, and you just have to click on it to get rid of it on the neck. That's what I did with rose fern, actually. You just have to, you know, camouflage it in somehow. And then back left thigh. So, the dapple is actually part of the fur. The apple's actually part of the morph itself. It's not like the stripes, so once you color it out, it's not going to look too bad. But it still pokes through if you have fur. So say if I add fur to the morph, you'll see it through, see some of the dapple through the morph itself. So you see the black where the fur is. But what I like to do with the dapples, I just take a shot every time you say dapple. What I like to do with this one is I like to mix and match and randomly color different spots, different colors. It kind of looks like Storm right now. Not gonna lie. Actually, how close is it to Storm's morph? I need to know. My other computer is taking a second to load. Yeah, no, it doesn't look too much like Storm. Storm's a lighter gray. But with Storm's morph, what I did is I also added a back cover. So I guess that's why it doesn't look too much the same. So what I like to do is I just mix and match the dapples. Play around with it until I get something I really like. Kind of like that. And then again with coloring the tail, you know, gotta color it when it's slick or it's not gonna work. I don't think I'm gonna save this one. It's kind of generic. But that's how you make a more advanced-ish morph. If you haven't noticed, I have just restarted recording over here, and that's because I decided to edit out a lot of the video, because the video is already long as it is. I didn't want it to be over an hour long, and currently it's at 50 minutes. Probably longer than that. But let me show you how to get the Blood Clan collar real quick, and how to change collar colors and other things, so that I can do the outro. So to do the Blood Clan collar, you just add the collar, you go into Advance, and then you can color it if you click onto the Accessories button right there. So from there, you'll see the collar, and you'll see these numbers right here. So you can change the color by clicking the current color palette up here, and then clicking on the white, and it should change the colors. Color, I can't speak. So it's up here that'll change the color of the collar. If you want a Blood Clan collar, it'll say toggle collar teeth, and these buttons right here that are all numbered will give you a tooth. So if you click 1, you'll have 1. If you click 2, you'll have 2. If you have 3, it'll be on the 3rd position, the 4th position tooth, 5th position, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, so on. I think 11 is as many as you can have, because once you click 0, they'll all go away. But if you only click 1, say you click 11, it's not going to have all of them, it's just going to have 1. And I'm not sure if you can recolor these teeth, can you? You cannot. So, unfortunately you can't recolor the teeth. But that's how you get a Blood Clan collar. And then if you say want a colored feather, it's the same thing. You just grab a feather, go to coloring, you'll see the feather right there. And then feather 1, if you want to color it black, it'll be black. Ignore the fact that the texture is loading in real quick. My internet's acting kind of slow right now. And then feather 2, it'll be a brown. So that's how you color the accessories. It's in Advanced, and then Accessories right here at the bottom. Anyway, so I am going to wrap it up here as to avoid making this video longer than it really is. And if you've watched it to the end, I thank you so very much for watching it. Let me know in the comments how I can improve if you think of anything that I can improve on as a YouTuber. I'm still very new to this. I want to try and show off this game more because, honestly, I know it's a little less popular, or a lot less popular than Warrior Cats Ultimate Edition, but I love the Lake Territory game way more than I love Ultimate. You'll rarely see me on Ultimate. I'm always here. I just enjoy it a little more. It's just a better game in my opinion. But that's my silly opinion. Please, if you want to fight with me and argue in comments about which one's better, feel free. But most likely, I'm not gonna respond because I'm not good at conflict. I just like this game so much. Anyway, again, if you like the video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I can improve, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching, and